Let me get this set up. Let me get this set up real quick. Excuse me. What is going on? What is going on? Good morning. Good morning. April 1st. What's good, G, man? What is good, man? It's April 1st, man. April 1st. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people weren't fortunate enough to, receive their checks today, and a lot of people were fortunate enough to receive their. I do this. This is my little morning thing I do, so I'm about to go and shoot it out right now, man. I'm about to go and shoot this information out. Here in the great state of Texas, man, they have now pushed all the days back to people not being able to go to actually work until May 1st now. May 1st. Now, if anybody remember, the president said that he wanted to see how everything was going to be within the 15 days. And within the 15 days, that brought about yesterday. And the curve on everything with this coronavirus situation has not, decreased in any type of way. So now the days got pushed back between now, like I said, from April 1st to now May 1st. My wife, she received the email that stated that she is not able to go back to work until May the 3rd, I believe. So it's like, what is really going on? Do we really have a handle on this coronavirus situation? And my answer is, I don't think we do. I don't think we have an answer. What's good, G? Hey, man, handle your business, man. I'm waiting for the, to be able to look at the newest and latest and greatest Trollmageddon. But this is something that I do. You know me, man. I got to go. Well, I don't have to go to work, but I choose to go to work and work for about a good 4 hours, and then spend the rest of the 4 hours working from home. I can flip it if I wanted to, but let's get back on my situation, man. Well, not on my situation, but the situation that is happening so far right now in America. Now, a lot of people are talking about, this coronavirus and how it's affecting a lot of people and how it's affecting people's lives and everything like that. But I was taking coronavirus seriously. I was taking it real serious, but I wasn't taking it to the fact that it was affecting me, until I got a phone call from one of my sisters, one of my Masonic sisters, man, and she informed me, and I'm pretty sure she does not want me to say this, but I'm gonna say this anyway, and inform a lot of people on how it does affect you if it's for someone that you know. Now, her father was up there in where the mayhem is mostly at, you know what I'm saying, in New York. And he was up there in New York where it's, the pandemic up there is really serious, So it affected her because it's her father and he just passed away from this coronavirus, pandemic, which is saddening, and which is sad because I know her and I know how that would affect her. So in turn, it affects me in a way, if you understand, Like, I never met her father, but I know about her father. Put it like that. Never met him, but I knew about him. And, it just basically goes to say that no one really cares about anything that is happening until it starts to happen to them, And she was She was already, dealing with the fact that the quarantine and all that stuff, and I was letting her know now, down in Louisiana that the governor decided to put a whole quarantine on the whole, state, and then she informed me that she was gonna move to Texas, which is closer. She was gonna come to Texas, but then I informed her as well that, hey, look, Texas, we're gonna have the same situation. So it's like I know how it affects her with the situation with the coronavirus, but when it starts hitting close to home and start hitting close to family, that's when a lot of people begin to start realizing like this ain't fake. This is not no this is not a hoax. You know what I'm saying? This is not a hoax. This is real life stuff going on, man. This is people are actually dying. Yeah, man. Appreciate that, Tops. That's my Masonic sister, man. So it affects her and it affects me in a way, you know. But like I said, man, it doesn't really affect anyone until it starts affecting them closely, and that is exactly what is happening. And I'm looking at how the situation is over here in Texas, man. Every time I look at the news, because I'm like an information type brother. I like to receive information. I like to read it. I like to listen to it. I go to both outlets. You know what I'm saying? Fox News, and I go to MSNBC and CNN, and then I grasp all that together and come up with my own little, conclusions and thoughts on how everybody is seeing the world in a certain way. And locally, man, it's showing that the numbers of people who are getting affected over here in Texas, it continues to rise. It continues to rise, and the governors and the mayors and everyone are doing everything that they're supposed to be doing. Well, they're putting out information saying, don't go outside, what I'm saying, stay in place, you know, wash your hands, all that stuff, man. But it's like people are still getting affected. I'm trying to figure that out. How are you still getting affected if you're supposed to be practicing all these type of measures? You know? And what rules and regulations are people going to start putting down for people to start following these directions? You know? Or is there not going to be any rules to be put down anywhere, and people are just going to continue doing what they're doing and feel that this is not going to affect them in any form, any way, shape, or form? It's not going to affect me. As long as I continue to wash my hands, I'm good. Nah, no, it's not like that. What's good, sir? What is good? It's not like that, man. A lot of people up in higher places are telling you what to do, and they continue to do the opposite themselves. You know what I'm saying? You tell me how does it get? How does it? I'm gonna read that in a little bit, Tro. Tops. You tell me how are you going on national TV and saying don't be in mass groups, but you're having a conference in a mass group? Don't tell me that you're telling people not to go outside and don't go to work, but yet and still people are doing the exact same thing. Don't tell me that you're trying to be the one to try to bend the curve on things, but then yet and still you're trying to get people to go to work so they can be crowded up. Or we want the churches and everything to be open by Easter, so it can be a whole mass genocide casualty. Come on, man. How, how are you telling other people to do the opposite and you ain't doing that? You know what I'm saying? I know, and it's going to continue to spread, man. It's going to continue to spread. But you're telling everybody else what to do, but you're totally doing the opposite. A lot of people are fortunate, like I said, man. He is fortunate enough that he is in a place where he can be protected. You know what I'm saying? He can be protected. If he has to go to work, all he has to do is just wake up, roll out of the bed. You know what I'm saying? Use the golden toilet. You know what I'm saying? Use the golden toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? And then just walk. His work is at his home. He's been working from home this whole time. But you're trying to put everybody else in jeopardy and have everybody else, hey, America wants to work. Real people in America, they want to work. Hell no. Nah. Real people in America don't want to die. I know that. But let him put let his kids. How come his kids ain't going to work? Where do they work at? Oh yeah, they work for his company. Okay, but where's his company? No, hey, New York. Who knows? Everyone else has sacrificed their lives, but you're not sacrificing your kids. You're not sacrificing Ivanka. You're not sacrificing Jared. You're not sacrificing all these people and having them go to work because why? They've been working from home. They've been working at their desk ever since you've been in office. They've been doing that. But I say that to say this, man. We have to now start to bear down for an additional 30 days, an additional 30 days at home, stay in place, and everywhere else. You know, we have to bear down and follow the policies and procedures that he had put out for 15 days. Now the 15 days got to be extended from 15 to what, 30 days? And then what is going to happen at the end of the 30 days? What is going to happen? I looked at the tracking of how many deaths that's supposed to be happening so far. I tell you, we already done reached over 3,000 deaths right now because of this virus, and it's going to continue to move up. But there are projections on a chart stating that it should be between 100, 200,000 deaths, I believe. 200,000 deaths. And this is on something that could have or possibly have been stopped, you know what I'm saying, months ago. I'm talking about like months ago. Y'all do not remember, well, some of y'all do. Y'all remember during the time that the brother was getting impeached, right? Y'all remember the time the brother was, oh man, there we go. Y'all remember the time that the brother was getting impeached. He knew about the coronavirus situation happening. Did he care about it? Nah, he didn't care about it. Why? Because he was more caring about him not getting impeached. I can understand where he's coming from with some of that, you know what I'm saying? He was afraid of getting impeached. And then if he would have got impeached, we still would have had this same crisis going on. But the thing is, he was more focused on himself versus being more focused on the country. The time that, not Barack, but the time that Bill Clinton was about to get impeached, the brother still did the State of the Union. The brother still was signing, you know what I'm saying, signing papers and making policies and procedures. The brother still was trying to get out of a war and everything like that. But the brother that we have in the office now, man, he does not care about the American people. He says that he does, but he doesn't. Well, let me not say that he does not care about the American people. He cares about the people who are loyal to him. And if you're not loyal to him, he don't care. He doesn't care. Which goes off to say that's the reason why he's talking about he wanted to see church. He wanted by Easter, he wanted to see packed churches. Now, I ain't trying to be no conspiracy theorist or anything like that, man. But normally, Easter, normally, Easter. What normally happens on Easter? And who normally goes to church on Easter? And who normally always like to praise and try to live lavishly and trying to stunt on Easter? Hey, I can believe it's population control, but that may be true. But the majority of people who I know that loves it and wait till it comes to Easter and they already trying to get their suits and everything made and get their hats and everything made for Easter are people in the black community. Now, this brother said that he wanted to see packed churches on Easter. Normally, the main people who gonna try to run the church on Easter are the black people. But I ain't want to put it like that. But I mean, I'm just seeing it from my eyes. I'm just seeing it from my culture. I'm just seeing it from my neck of the woods. I'm just saying for what I've seen for years. A lot of black people black people will not go to church no time throughout the year. But as soon as it's Easter or Christmas, oh, they there. So you going to tell me this, man. You want this whole pandemic to be over by Easter, and then we're going to have a full-packed church. I'm talking about, we putting all races in there. Blacks, whites, Puerto Ricans, everybody. Asians, everybody up in the church. Laughing, praising, clapping, dancing, getting the word of God. And then what's going to happen? A mass damn genocide. A whole lot of people going to be coughing. Churches, I'm talking about, we ain't talking about no little small churches that's only fitting like 100 people. We talking about churches that's filling like thousands. You know what I'm saying? Churches that you see on TV fitting thousands of people. And these going to be the people that, oh yeah, well, you know, the president said that everything's cool, man. We can come to church for Easter, and next thing you know, everybody dying. Nah, man. Nah. But look, man. Y'all be ready, man. Like I continue to tell y'all, man. New America. How are we going to be able to live in this new America? What I do recommend if they plan to do something like this. Oh, well, see, you know, you got indoor churches, outdoor churches, but still, sir, it's all the same, man. They want people to be in a cluster. You know what I'm saying? If you're still in a cluster, you still can get infected within that cluster. They're talking about droplets. They're talking about how this stuff is airborne now, in a sense. They're talking about how this stuff can live on packages for a certain amount of time. They're talking about it's living on surfaces a certain amount of time. People got all these answers for something that they really don't have answers for. Everything right now was a theory. Every time they go up and do the little press conference, it's all a theory. What was that? Man, I gotta learn how to. None of your business, man. I just need for everybody to be out there and be safe, man. I just need for everybody to be out there and be safe, and also, man, just know, man, this is the first of the month. This is the first of the month, and a lot of people received their checks, and a lot of people didn't receive their checks. But now they're saying that, like I said, man, from the first. Yeah, shout out to Troll, man. Handle your business, man. We're gonna be waiting to see that good old video you drop, man. Just be prepared and ready, man. I mean, America was able to make it through the past couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? And that was a struggle. But let's see how we're gonna be able to make it past a full 30 days. Hello, ma'am. Hello. How you doing, ma'am? Let's see. How are we gonna be able to make it through 30 days? So if you put it all together, man, you're talking about 15 days. Hey, you got to, man. You got to. If you put it like this, we basically did a 15-day quarantine to see what the curve was supposed to be like. Now we're adding additional 30 days of the quarantine. Well, not really quarantine, but the plan and actions that was put out by the president. We're following that for additional 30 days. So that basically goes to say 30 plus 15, that's 45 days of what? Being in close confinement in your own home, working from home, being only able to go outside, get some sun, go to the grocery store, go get the essential items and stuff that you may need to have, and then come back in the house. A lot of people are going to go insane with this situation. A lot of people are going to go insane with this situation. But it's all based to practice a safe way to keep you alive, as well as to keep, you know what I'm saying, the population growing instead of having the population decreasing like it is doing right now. Because like I said, man, the figures right now show that it's been like a total of 3,000 or something deaths, man. And it's probably going to hit 4,000 by the end of the day or by the end of the week. And then who goes to say by April 15th, it's probably going to be in the, you know, probably 6,000 or 7,000 or maybe even 10. But hey, man, I just came on here, man, just to inform y'all of how it is over here in Texas. And like I said, yeah, everything is pretty much the same. We're still got to do a 30-day stay at home like most people in America. So I just want y'all to be prepared and ready and bunker down for an additional 30 days, man. I'm going to continue doing this to put out my little thoughts and my little information that I can gather up and receive and give y'all a bit of information that I gathered up. So other than that, man, hey, I appreciate the select few that came through, man. I appreciate Troll. I appreciate you know what I'm saying, Tops World. I appreciate Mike coming in here. I appreciate who else we had? Miss Lane. I appreciate everybody coming up here, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Like I said, man, a lot of people are not up in the mornings like I am, or a lot of people are fortunate enough that they don't have to go to work. And as for me, I don't really have to go to work either, but I just choose to so I can be able to get out the house. But I am practicing the proper measures and safeties and all that stuff, and washing my hands, and, you know, got my little hand sanitizer and all that stuff on deck. So we good, man. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. But hey, people, I just want y'all to start taking this a little bit more seriously, man. Like I said, when it affects someone close to you, then you take it a little bit more serious. But we need to all start taking this seriously from the jump. Will do. But other than that, man, hey, y'all stay safe, y'all stay home, and y'all stay woke. I'm out. Peace.